What is going on, everybody? It is me, your boy. I'm here to talk today about my first Monday video. And this Monday video, at least going forward, I hope is going to be kind of a news recap where I just talk about things that are going on, um, which is pretty cool. So, I have three different categories. I have movie news, I have TV news, and I have video game news. Or not necessarily all news. Some of it is, just what I want to talk about. But first thing I'm going to talk about is Infinity War, which is killing it at the box office. It's made almost $2 billion. Now, I say almost. They're $400 million away. They're 1.6 billion. And people are wondering if they're going to hit that $2 billion threshold. Almost the threshold. It opened up really well in China because China actually does pretty well usually. It usually helps movies out. They actually made $200 million in China. So they were at 1.4, another 1.6, because they made 200 million just from China. It's the number 5 worldwide release ever. So yeah, just let that sink in. That's a lot of money that they are making off of that one thing, which is crazy. But yeah, that is that. Infinity War doing well, getting box office money. Had the opening weekend of all time. What is interesting is that they have a couple movies that are going to compete with them coming up. We have Deadpool 2 this weekend, which I think might be a problem for it, but I feel like it's actually not doing as well as people thought it was going to do. And then also Solo comes out next weekend. So it'll be interesting to see if those two compete a lot and significantly enough that they push the movie back a lot. Or not push it back, but push like the money the movie's making back a lot. So it'll be interesting to see that. But we'll move on to the next story, which is the Solo premiere. It was on Thursday, and a lot of the early, reviews are in, early feedback, what people thought about it, and a lot of people actually seemed decently happy about it. Some people were a little bit, whatever on it, but it seemed like it was pretty popular. So, people seemed to like it for the most part, which is exciting. I hope it does well. It would be very, very fun if it is good. So I have my fingers crossed that the movie won't be terrible. I think it'll be fine. I trust Lawrence and John Kasdan to make a good movie. I think the movie will be just fine. People are like worried about it too much, I think. But yeah, early like tweets about it seemed to be pretty good. And there's the whole premiere was fun. People talked about it. Like they talked so little about it. People were like, yeah, I can't really talk about anything, so enjoy the movie when you go see it. So that was this past week in movie news, at least to me, what I think is relevant. Like I said, we had Deadpool 2 coming out this week, and the week after that we have Solo. So we'll have some more to talk about going forward, but it's kind of an interesting period because when you have movies that are this close to coming out, you don't get a lot of interesting stuff that comes out because there's not really anything to talk about. Because you're just waiting. At this point, you just kind of release a bunch of different TV spots, which I try to avoid watching TV spots because those are the things that really like give away the movie, because they have so much stuff from TV spots, so much information they give away just from TV spots. So I try not to watch them, but we're getting closer to both movies, so we'll be able to talk about those as we get to these next couple weeks. But I'm going to move on to TV stuff. This past week in TV, we had the penultimate episode of Season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as the 4th episode of the 2nd season of Westworld, both of which were fantastic episodes, by the way. Those are the only shows that are on right now that I'm currently watching. I don't watch any of the DC shows. I don't think they're all that good. So if people want me to talk about stuff like that, I can. Some more shows will be coming out soon. Hopefully that I'll be able to talk about, but I might not be able to talk about TV news much going forward because We still got a while to wait for Game of Thrones. Star Wars Resistance comes out this fall, so it'll be a little while, I think, before we talk about some of these other things. Though we do have Luke Cage coming up soon in June. I don't remember. I think it's like June 22nd that it comes out. Um, we got a new trailer recently. Last Monday we got a new trailer. So if you haven't seen that, I'll have it linked in the description down below. But I do want to talk about Star Wars again, because I want to talk about the live-action Star Wars show that Jon Favreau is working on. So one of the things he mentioned while he was at the Solo red carpet premiere, he mentioned just kind of casually, because he is in the Solo movie, if you do not know, but one of the things he mentioned kind of casually was that he is, going to be in Avengers 4 as Happy Hogan, and he also was asked about his live-action TV series that he's going to be producing for Star Wars. And he was asked when can we expect it to take place. So he said it will take place 7 years after the Battle of Endor, which is crazy because that is a time period we haven't really seen explored yet. We've seen, a couple years after, or, a long time after, with Bloodline and with, the new trilogy. So that's an interesting time period that we haven't really seen yet, and I'm excited to see what it's going to be. He mentioned that it's going to use the same kind of cutting edge effects that the Jungle Book movie used and that the Lion King movie will use, which makes me think that we're going to be seeing a lot of aliens in this movie. Maybe we'll have an alien cast, which would be pretty cool, but I don't know what to expect yet for this show. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to do really well. I assume it's going to be on the Disney streaming service, so we haven't gotten yet the full details on it. I know we've gotten some. There's going to be 2 different ones, but I'm still waiting to see the full details on that. But I'm excited for this Jon Favreau show. I trust Jon Favreau with a lot of things. I think he's a great director. I think he's a great showrunner for this project. And I'm excited to see where it goes. But that is it for the TV stuff. Next, I'm going to move on to the video game news. And the first one is the Nintendo Switch Online service. We got all these details about it. It comes out in September. The main thing is that, of course, you can play online. Games such as Splatoon 2, ARMS, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Tennis Aces, and Sushi Striker, The Way of Sushido. There's going to be NES games that you can get on it. And they're going to add more games regularly. There's going to be 20 at first. And they're going to have added online play. And then there's going to be save data cloud backup, so you can save everything. There's going to be an app for smartphones, and there's going to be some offers and stuff that they release going forward. And there's going to be different membership plans. There's family membership plans, which is $34.99 a month for US dollars, as well as individual memberships. There's $3.99 a month, $7.99 for 3 months, or $19.99 for 12 months. So it's going to be interesting. I have one issue with it, which is that people, I feel like, at this point, they've waited so long. The console's been out for over a year now, and by the time we hit the September 2018 benchmark, games are going to have been out for a while, and they're now going to release the paid online service. With Smash coming out, that helps them out because people are going to want to play Smash online, but I don't know, to me it just seems like why bother, really, honestly, with doing this? It seems kind of late to be doing it. It's just a little bit, you wait so long, people kind of get used to it, and people are going to be confused when it happens, and you're going to have kids who don't understand, right, what is going on, because kids are going to have a Switch, and they're not going to read into the online service. They don't understand it, and it just seems like, why would you wait this long to launch it? I think it's, and it's okay. I mean, the pricing's not terrible. $19.99 for a year is really actually pretty good. I don't know how that compares to Xbox Live Gold. Yearly, I think it's 12 months is actually a lot more than that for for that. It's let's see, a year of Xbox Live Gold, because that's what you need in order to do it. I gotta find the pricing. I'm gonna join today. Let's see what it says for the pricing. Okay, 1 month is $9.99. 12-month is $60. So it's significantly cheaper than that, which is fantastic. $20 for a year. That's pretty good. And then let's see, PS Live cost. Let's see, $50 for a year. So it is for PlayStation Plus, it's actually $60. So both of those are $60, and that's competitive pricing. You keep it the same price as the other person. But then Nintendo says we're gonna make it $20. So that is good. The pricing is significantly cheaper for the Switch Online. So if you're interested in that, that's a good thing. But it just seems like a little late to the party, and I think that's maybe why the price is so low, or just because they're Nintendo and they're like, we don't need to charge as much because we just don't believe in that business model. I don't know really what their reasoning is. I'm interested in finding out why it's priced that way. I hope it's good because I've had a lot of problems with Nintendo servers. I haven't played much online Nintendo stuff on the Switch recently. I've mainly been playing PC games recently, so I don't play online very much on my Switch. But I'm hoping that it's a reasonable thing that they're doing. So I'll figure that out. But I have one last story I want to talk about. And normally, I'm not a rumor guy, right? I don't like to talk about rumors when I talk about things in these, because I like to talk about things we know for a fact are coming, that we know for a fact are a thing. But this story is just too juicy for me to not talk about, so I want to talk about it. So if you guys don't know, you probably don't know this, but I'm a huge fan of Star Fox. I love Star Fox. It's a great franchise. It's one of my favorites. There's a rumor that Retro Studios is working on a Star Fox Grand Prix game, so like a racing Star Fox game, for the Switch. And if it gets revealed at E3, that's awesome. I'm really hoping that we actually get this. I think it would be awesome. E3 is coming soon, so maybe we don't. Maybe this is the kind of thing we get an E3 release, but also this is when we get a lot of rumors. And this is just such a weird story too. Like who would ever think we're getting a Star Fox Grand Prix? It's a weird story. It's a weird rumor. It's a weird potential game. I never would have thought this was a thing ever to possibly happen, but it could be true. So I don't know yet. Who knows at the moment? But I'm excited to see the direction that this goes in. But I'm going to end this video here. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know. Of all the videos that I'm planning on doing, the types of videos that I have planned out, this is probably the one that's most up to change format, or just in general. It is a little bit weird making videos where you have one person talking about all these different news stories that really don't make a lot of sense put together. So it could change. Don't be surprised if it does change going forward. But for now, this is what it is. So if you do like it, let me know. If you want to see some things changed, that would be cool too. But I'm going to sign off for now. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you all in the next video. Alright, see you later.